Hey. All right, water signs. We're doing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We're going to do it in line. Cancer, you're first. If taking action toward our dreams before the perfect conditions arise or before we receive permission is unreasonable or reckless, then we must be unreasonable and reckless. So, you know what? It's almost like that one saying, if loving you is illegal, then I'd rather spend the rest of my life in prison. You know what I mean? Like, so it's saying, like, you know what? You take one step towards the gods, they're going to take 10 steps towards you. Most people will tell you when you're trying to make a change in your life that something's reckless, like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or, because of their own fear or their own ego or their own worry. But at the end of the day, you got to take action on something, and you got to take action on it quickly. The difference between a dream and a goal is a date, Cancer. Spirit, please show me a Cancer for this week. All right, Cancer, unfinished symphony. So you do have some unfinished business. I think you're trying to do things by the book, but to wrap something up. But I do feel like you might think it's reckless, or some other people might think what you're doing is reckless. But I think that whatever book you've been doing things by needs to be rewritten. Okay? You're tired of the same old song and dance, and things definitely do need to go, and things need to change. Spirit, please show me Cancer for this week. What do we got going on for Cancer? Spirit, please show me Cancer. 10 of Summer. Hey, man, I really like that. Emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Then you got the 9 of Spring, which is the 9 of Wands. Protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. For some of you, you're making these decisions because you do want to spend more time with your family and friends. You're tired of doing the same old, and you're going to have to do it based off of whatever your intuition is telling you. Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Okay, so I think for a lot of you guys, this is fortune after difficulty. That's what 10 of Summer is. 10 of Cups is, fortune after difficulty. After difficult times, it's like, you finally get the blessings of your good fortune. We have the Queen of Summer here, and she is all about listening to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others perhaps too much. Having the Queen of Summer, which is the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, for some of you, this is about reaching out and scheduling a reading, whether that's with me or another psychic or intuitive or astrologer. This is somebody, it could even be like a therapist or a mentor of some sort. But I do feel like you are definitely, trying to continue to persevere in something that maybe you shouldn't, but it's because you have like a certain, it's like part of your, I'm getting identity, but I want to say pay attention to the ladybugs, something about the swans, sunflowers. And for others of you, this is about doing your own research. There's something about, so we got by the book and the book. Okay, she's holding the book. 2 totally different decks, obviously. Okay, this one's talking about a book, and this one's about a book. So is there a book that you're writing? Is there a book that you need to start writing? Is there something you need to start learning? Maybe you're going back to school. You're being educated on something. Okay, I just heard that somebody's creating a new menu. That's random. There's something here about playing music, or just being creative. I just heard tiger lilies. I don't know what that means. I have no clue. Look up the spiritual meaning of the tiger lily, because that's definitely coming through. But this really is about, careful reflection before you're taking action. And I think that you've already had that careful reflection. It's time for you to take action. It says, it's funny because this one says, careful reflection before taking action. Okay, you see that right there, right? Okay. And then this card says, if taking action towards our dreams before the perfect conditions arise or before we receive permission is unreasonable or reckless, then we must be unreasonable and reckless. Cancer, you guys can tend to use those claws to pinch onto something. And no matter how many times we slap your little claws, you still want to hold on to something. Okay? Cancer, time to let go. For some of you Cancers, this is about a family situation as well. Your intuition told you something. You could have found something out. Okay, this was definitely, you could have gotten a reading, found something out, and now you're definitely on high alert. Like, I'm definitely getting, like, the outsider looking in. So that's going to be for some of you. Or you just intuitively knew something was going on in your family and it came to light. And it's just like, oh, okay, unfinished symphony. Fuck it. I don't even care anymore. Okay, I'm definitely getting that. I feel, Cancer, you guys are very loving, very kind, very sweet, very nurturing. There's definitely something here about maybe even scheduling a reading with this high priestess for your family. Maybe it's like a family endeavor. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like a family thing. Yeah, you got intuition and intuitive insights on both bookends. So pay attention to your intuition. Listen to what your intuition is trying to tell you. If this is about where you need to schedule a session, I would definitely suggest doing so. For others of you, like I said, I think that this is about you needing to, you're going to be filing some type of paperwork, something along those lines. I don't know what that means. Cancer, let me know in the comment box about what that means for you, okay? Scorpio, Spirit, please show me Scorpio. Spirit, all right, what do we got for Scorpio? We got the great joys in life come when we are spontaneous and authentic while engaging in activities we care about. And the great miseries come when too many days stack up where we are conforming and posing while doing things we have no passion for. Stop doing things that you are not passionate about. Okay? It's that fucking simple. And let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize, ourselves any longer. So you guys need to be spontaneous. You guys need to really truly stand in your authenticity. You guys need to get motivated, get excited. Start changing your story. This never-ending story that you guys tend to be on is not working out anymore, Scorpio, and it's really time that you guys do something completely different. Stop trying to be something you're not. Spirit, please show me Scorpio. What do we got for Scorpio? Another 2 cards. Building blocks for the future and higher power for your new life. Yeah. So this is about building brand new blocks. Okay. Building from the ground up. This is about, okay, I just heard that somebody here is like building a fence. You're building a rock wall. You're also building your empire, building on your investments. This could be like needing to, okay, I got somebody's like, there's a fence. Maybe you're building a new fence. Okay, I know that sounds fucking weird, but whatever. Others of you guys, you know that it's time for you to step into this new life purpose of yours. And I think for some of you, you're still trying to figure out what that new life purpose is. Whatever it is, all I can tell you is that you're going to be building from the ground up. Okay. You're not going to just be starting at the top. You're going to be building from the ground up. Spirit, please show me. What do we got? Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got the Strength card for my Scorpios. It says, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you really are. And then we have the 10 of winter, 6 of spring, and 7 of autumn. Okay, I love the fact that the 10 of winter is done and over with. Okay, that's just in your past. It's still a little bit in the now. And it says the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or a codependency. I think for a lot of you, it's taken a lot of internal strength for you guys. And I feel like this week you are going to Be very successful. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So this is about, you being able to celebrate getting, moving away from painful situations, painful family members, and just saying enough is enough. I'm moving on to my new life. Seven of Autumn says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time or money. So for some of you, maybe you got fired from a job. Okay. I definitely, with the building blocks, I always see this as money. I think intuitively with the higher power here, you already knew it was coming. So I'm almost getting like the 10 of winter. Yeah, it fucking hurt because you felt stabbed in the back. But I think that you were able to process it much quicker because you had a feeling. Either somebody told you and gave you a leg up, somebody gave you a heads up, or you just fucking knew because you knew that you were complaining every single day to the universe about how much you hated your job and how much you wanted something better, but you didn't have the balls enough for you to actually quit your job. So it ended up getting taken away from you. That was the 10 of Swords. For those of you going through this situation, if this is not your story, come back later or go check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and feel free to cross watch for the people you're dealing with as well. Maybe you can get a better idea of what they're going through so you can back off a little bit. Okay. Seven of Autumn is like, okay, is the juice worth the squeeze? What do I want to do now? I think for a lot of you, you feel really good, even though maybe for some of you, yeah, you got fired. For others of you, it's like, you ended up walking out of a certain position, but it took a lot of courage for you guys to stand down and say, listen, this is not what I want to build towards. I cannot imagine myself putting in even another year, let alone the rest of my life into something like this. So I think for some of you, Scorpios, you did just go through that full moon in Scorpio. So this really did have a lot to do with you. So some type of secrets that could have come out. But at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like for some of you, you're definitely quitting a job. You're walking away. And for a lot of you, you had a lot of time invested in whatever it was that you were doing. It wasn't like, you just started doing it and decided, oh, I don't like it. No, you have a lot of time, money, energy invested in whatever it is that you're doing that you're walking away from. But I feel like you kind of need to go through the coffee phase of like, okay, what's next before you make a decision on where you're going. So whatever that means for you, I think that this week is the preparation period. Again, we did just come off that full moon in Scorpio in your sign. That lasts about 30 fucking days from full moon to full moon. So, don't try to rush it. We have that new moon coming up in Taurus in the next week and a half. So I feel like, a lot of people around like June, July, August, you might know where the fuck you're going, okay? Pisces, what's going on with Pisces this week? Spirit, please show me Pisces. What motivation manifesto do you have for Pisces? Whoa, okay. Pisces. Let's not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize ourselves any longer, okay? Didn't I just read that for Cancer? Okay, I feel like I did. And we got another card, but it landed face down, and I'm not going to take it. Okay, if it lands face up, I'll take it. But if it lands face down, absolutely not. Okay, let's get Pisces. Spirit, please show me Pisces for this week. All right, Pisces, yang energy. Yeah, let us not hope for mere chance to change our stories. We have the yang energy here. This is about taking action, Pisces, taking action. There is a message that is coming through. It's up to you to take action. Maybe for some of you, it's up to you to take that action to send that message. It could be a text message, an email, a phone call. There might be other people that are trying to stand in your way, Pisces, to make you stop doing whatever you're doing or to stop you from sending out this communication to someone. But I think that you're going to have to do what you need to do if you feel called to do it, if that makes sense, okay? Spirit, please show me Pisces this week. What do we got for Pisces? 2 of Summer. So this could very well be about a relationship, okay? It is a 2 of Cups. What else do we have for Pisces? All right, we got the 7 of Spring. Blocking someone. Somebody here has been being blocked, or someone here is blocking you, Pisces, or you've been blocking someone else. Okay. And then we have the Three of Summer and the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I said there might be other people who are trying to block this situation. We do have the Seven of Spring, which is the blocking card, and the Three of Cups. It could be due to gossip, is what I just heard. And we have the Prince of Autumn, dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. I think that you need to learn how to be kind to others even when other people are dicks. Okay? We live in a world full of assholes. And you're either one of those assholes or you stand alone. And for me, like when everybody is being mean to one person in the group, that's the person I'm going to gravitate towards. Why? Because they already have everybody else treating them like shit. Why do I need to be a part of it? There needs to be at least some form of balance. I'd rather stand with me and the other person than stand with this group of fucking people who are just a bunch of dicks. Okay? So I feel like someone here, Pisces, is being blocked out. Now, this could be you, or like I said, this could be someone. And I think someone here is going to reach out and say, hey, can we get together? Can we sit down and talk? For others of you, this is about celebrations, baby showers, wedding announcements. You can find out that there's going to be the birth of a baby. This could be just getting together with friends. And don't back down from what you believe and courageously stand up for yourself and others. If somebody needs you to stand up for them, you know, you're no better than other people when you're the one who is hiding behind everyone's, you know, you're hiding behind their back and doing something because you don't have the balls to say that you're actually doing it. Like, I had a friend who, well, I thought she was a friend. I was more of a friend. And she thought that I would continue being her friend and coming around her house when she couldn't even tell her daughter that I was there. Like, I would go to her house and spend like a week or two because they live out of state. And, but it was always on the hush hush. So when her daughter called, I had to be very quiet in the background. She had her son telling everybody, don't tell, you know, so-and-so that Peace is here. And I was like, what kind of a fucking friendship is this? I've never done anything to your daughter. The fact that she doesn't like me is on her own. And the weird part is that you want me to come around, but this is like a secret love affair. And I don't want to be a part of a secret love affair. Like, if you can't just tell everybody, yeah, I am friends with Peace. She's never done me dirty. She's always been honest, always been kind, always been loving, always been, you know, somebody I can count on and rely upon. And your daughter has that problem, knowing that, then you're just as guilty as your own child. Okay? So keep that in mind. And from that point forward, she made me her enemy, and we are no longer friends because, you know, they asked if I was ever going to come back, and I said no, not until she's able to tell her daughter that I'm actually there and that we're friends, because I've never done anything. And that pissed her off, and we are no longer friends because of it. And then she twisted it all around on me that I was this big bad wolf just to make herself feel better for actually being kind of scandalous, you know? And again, it was like stupid drama that I just didn't need to be a part of. And I'm seeing that here, Pisces. There's some stupid fucking drama that you need to block out, and you need to do the right thing and stand up for what you believe in, regardless of other people's opinions. Because at the end of the day, you get what you put out. You get your karma. So keep that in mind. If there's a message that you need to put out to somebody and you need to tell them the truth about something, I would do that. I would do that long before they find out, because it's not going to go over very well, Pisces. For others of you Pisces, I see you going to graduations. I see you getting together with friends. I see you just having a really good time. Lots of messages going back and forth. People wanting to get together. I feel like this is going to be a very busy time for you Pisces. So however that resonates with you this week, let me know in the comments. I love you guys all so much. If you've gotten this far, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care.